Zeki, a lot of dejected United fans walking out of there thinking, oh, do we have to really go through this with another manager? Because a lot of people walking out of there, mate, said not much has really changed.
What is it to change? Well, there's a lot, but the players don't seem to really care about changing it. We've gone through how many managers now, and the problem's still the same. It's mentality. It all goes back to mentality. No matter how much class we have on that pitch, not one of them plays until 60th, 70th minute wanted to win that game today. And I tell you what tells you a lot is that Newcastle in about 85th minute, they wanted the win more than us, which for a team who's in the bottom three, a point's a miracle for them. A point's their best Christmas present, and we're holding on for the draw. It don't make any sense.
Yeah, mate, we didn't look like we were going to create anything. The forwards looked like they were completely out. We changed it at half time from what was a shocking first half. I couldn't figure out the formation, mate. I mean, what did you make of the change bringing Fred off? I mean, he was poor, but there were other players on there as well that were just as bad, and it's a whole team that's playing bad at the moment, and it seems like changes aren't going to do anything to the way the game's going. I
think no matter what changes he's making that team today, it still go back to the same problem. I don't get how Rashford played a full game there. It's beyond, it's crazy. I don't get how he stayed on that pitch for 90 minutes. Sancho should have started the game. The formation changes in the game, we just didn't adapt to it well enough. I don't think it didn't work. I think if we're going to go forward, we need to get a formation nailed down, not changing in the match 3-4 times, because the ones we did today certainly didn't work.
Yeah, we said it at the start, look, Newcastle fighting for their lives, United roll into town. You could see what team wanted it more. We lost the battle again today, didn't we, against the team fighting. It's like we just turn up and expect to win games these days. And Norwich, a couple of weeks ago, same again today with Newcastle. We've just conceded. That was the only difference I've seen this week.
I think you can't play two holding midfielders and concede in the first 15 minutes. That's the whole objective of having the holding midfielders, to protect the defence and keep us have the chance to go forward where we have the protection at the back. But today it was just no protection, and that's why they scored in the first 15 minutes. Heads were down, and that's why we lost. I think if we didn't concede in the first 15 minutes, we kept through the first half. Even if we conceded in the second half, we wouldn't have drew today. We would have got more than a point.
I mean, you said then, mate, by mistake, that we wouldn't have lost. We didn't lose, but it does feel like
it feels like
it feels like a loss because of the way the players
it
are
feels
acting
like
at the moment.
You know,
it's like they don't want to listen to anything. They just do their own minds, and it's going to take a lot of work to dig us out of this right now, isn't it, mate? And do you feel like January players leaving is the only way? Do we have to start again with this?
I don't know. Honestly, I have no words. I don't know what's next. I don't know what's missing. I don't know where to improve. I don't know how to improve. If you look at our team now, it's probably the best team we've had for how long? From what I've seen United and followed.
Problem, really, is it?
It's not a problem, but what we're lacking is mentality. I don't get how we're going to drill it into the team. Somehow we're going to have to get it into them players. And if you look at the player that said he wants to leave the club, he's come out and he said this is last season he's going. It's Edinson Cavani, and not one player wanted it more than him today on that pitch. I've never seen a team lose so many second balls. It's ridiculous.
Is Ronaldo a problem here? He was non-existent today and didn't look like he wanted the fight at times. I mean, Ronaldo is Ronaldo. We all love him. We know what he brings. But there's times when big calls are going to have to be made. You said Rashford then again over Greenwood gets hauled off. Ronaldo, he was offering absolutely nothing all game, stays on the pitch. And like I said, we love these players, but we wouldn't have an issue if these players were brought off to try and change things up. What? I don't understand why they stay on the pitch. I mean, Ralph's seen something different to us there. Give me a positive spin on it, exactly. Somehow, mate. Is he learning fast that these players have let many managers down before, and unless you do start making big calls, not much is going to change, is it?
It's a really it's a difficult one with Ronaldo, because if you don't start him today, then we come out here saying why has he not started the match, and he's not got into it enough. But today, obviously, he was absent from the game, but it happens. He's at the end of the day, it's one of them days, and he's just not turned up today. I'm not just defending him because he's Ronaldo, but at the end of the day, he's turning up week in, week out, and he's had a bad day. It happens, I suppose.
That's it, mate. I mean, positives again. We've got our goalkeeper back. Was it simple De Gea was man of the match, and the only reason we are where we are in the league now, which isn't good enough, is because of De Gea. He's the only one who's really earned that shirt this season, and he earned it today. Again, probably the only one in Cavani. Is it him who's getting your man of the match today?
Yeah, De Gea would get it, but it just shows you, like, we've not really come anywhere. From all these years we've been struggling, De Gea's been the best player, which shouldn't be the case, because if we have improved this defence, why is De Gea still the best player on the pitch today, making them saves? He shouldn't have to make them saves. If you put 4 decent defenders in front of him, he won't make them saves because he doesn't have to make them. Look at City, Ederson, he sits around the whole game, he doesn't have anything to do. Why? Because the defence are organised, the midfield in front are organised. All we need is some organisation in this team and we'll be good to go.
Zeki, cheers for coming on, mate, appreciate it.